This is the financial accounting paper of 22nd April 2025, and this was quite an easy paper, although there was some typing mistake. So the first question, in the context of public sector accounting, outline four principles of accrual accounting. Explain how the following items are disclosed in the financial statements of a club: right membership fees, specific donation. Then we have part C. This was a question on calculating depreciation and disposal account and preparing extract of planned movement schedule for the years ended 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. Then disposal account for plant W and plant X. Question 2, highlight two features that distinguish a public sector entity from a private sector entity. Part B, explain four objectives of financial accounting. Then we have part C. Part C required a restaurant statement of profit or loss for the year ended at 1st December 2024. And of course, Roman 2 is income and expenditure account for the club. I think there was a confusion by putting the name restaurant there because you have already done that in the Roman 1. So that is going to be income and expenditure account for the club now. Then question 3 required partners. So this was a question on partnership, which required partners statement of profit or loss for the year ended as 1st March 2025, partners current account, and statement of financial position as at that 1st March 2025. Question 4, explain how the following ratios assist the investors in decision making. We have ROCE and we have DPS, which is dividend per share. Then part B, this was a question on financials of a company. It required a statement of profit or loss for the year ended at 1st December 2024 and a statement of financial position as at that 1st December 2024. Question 5, describe how inventories are valued. And then part B, it was a question on manufacturing organization, which required the student to prepare manufacturing account for the year ended as 1st December 2024 and statement of profit or loss for the year ended that 1st December 2024. Let us quickly go to the answers. The suggested answers we have for question 1. These are the answers. We have measurement principle, recognition principle, presentation principle, and disclosure principle. Of course, you can lead the explanation. Then we have part B, how these items are disclosed. We have ref membership fees, and then we have specific donations. Quickly, we go to part C of question 1, and this is how you prepare a planned movement schedule. You start with the cost of the plant, then addition if there were any purchase of plant during the year, then disposal if there were any disposal, and this addition is at cost and the disposal also here is at cost, then cost at that first, then cost at the end of the year. After doing those adjustments, then you have accumulated depreciation at the start of that year, then disposal. When you're talking about disposal here, you're talking about the accumulated depreciation of the disposed plant. So this is the accumulated depreciation of the disposed plant. So, and then you have the net book value. Then, so that was for 1 year, and then for the other years, it is just the same, but with the change of figures. So we continue. You can see how that question has been done. Then we have the disposal account. The disposal account on your debit side, you will have the plant disposed at cost. Then on your credit side, you'd have the cash, or you can say proceed received from the disposal. And then you'd have the accumulated depreciation, which is disposed. And if there is any balancing figure, if the balancing figure is on your debit side, then that is a gain on disposal. But if it is on the credit side, then that is always a loss. But in this case, the balancing figure was on the debit side, which meant that that was a gain. Then we have disposal account for plant X. Just you have the plant at cost on this side. Then on the other side, you have the disposal proceed or cash on disposal. Then the accumulated depreciation. And the balancing figure is either a gain or a loss on disposal. So in this case, it was on the debit side, and therefore that was a gain on disposal. We go to question 2. Features that distinguish public sector entity from private sector entity. Those one I have explained there. You can read them at your own pace. Then part B, objectives of financial accounting. This was actually a very simple question. Just mention the objectives of financial accounting. Then Roman 1 of part B, the restaurant statement of profit or loss for the year ended that 1st December 2024. It is there. I have prepared it. You can see it. You can practice and do this question. Then you have the workings, working 1, working 2, working 3. And then Roman 2, income and expenditure account for Bayport Football Club. This is the income and expenditure account. You have the income, and here you have the surplus, so you can see how I've done this, and you can also do it. Then question 3, this was a question on partnership. So the first thing to prepare is statement of profit or loss. So you can see these figures here. We have some working 1, working 2. Then you have the appropriation. So you can see this question and practice. Then we have working 1, working 2 of how I have derived some of the figures. Then we have working 3 of how the profit has been shared by the partners. Then we have the partners' current accounts. This is the partners' current account. And then we have the partners' capital account. This was not asked, but this is part of the workings so that you can be able to prepare your statement of financial position. Then we have the statement of financial position. The statement of financial position is here. You can see it is well balanced. And continuing, you can practice this one. Continuing, we have question 4, how these assist investors in decision making. We have ROSE, there's 2 explanation there, and we have dividend per share, there are 2 explanation there. Then part B, statement of profit or loss for the year ended that 1st December 24, Lino Limited. It is there. And of course, continuing, we have the workings, working 2, working 3, working 4. We continue, we have working 5 and working 6 and working 7. Then we have the statement of financial position. The statement of financial position is there. We continue. And then we have question 5. Describe how inventories are measured. Description is there. and then manufacturing account of Minerva Limited, that is the manufacturing account. Then we continue. So to the last bit of this question, we continue, and we have the statement of profit or loss for Minerva Limited for the year ended that 1st December 2024. So that is the end of this presentation. And if you want to buy a full PDF of financial accounting question from 2015 to 2025, you can just download them in the link in the description or in the comment section at just shillings 100.